Right now, you feel completely stationary, but you're actually riding a massive blue rock through the vastness of space. At the equator, the Earth is rotating at roughly 1,000 miles per hour. That's a velocity faster than the speed of sound, constantly humming beneath your feet. But suppose that motion instantly disappeared. What happens when the solid bedrock of our planet suddenly ceases to rotate? At T0, the ground beneath us completely locks into place, 0 miles per hour, an absolute dead stop. The solid crust has hit the brakes, yet everything resting on top of it still carries the original momentum. For the first 3 to 7 seconds, the ground feels stable. It's an eerie window of silence where human perception suggests the world is still intact. This diagram illustrates the problem. The bedrock below is at 0, but unattached matter retains the previous velocity of 1,000 miles per hour. This includes the atmosphere, an independent fluid detaching to race across the now stationary surface. Humans become targets, standing on a stationary floor while the sky above them accelerates to supersonic speeds. That brief sensory delay leads directly into a catastrophic release of unspent kinetic energy. At the 8-second mark, the moving atmosphere makes violent frictional contact with the stationary ground. Winds reach velocities double that of a commercial airliner, scouring the surface at 1,000 miles per hour. This immense, invisible pressure snaps trees right at their roots, stripping the natural landscape completely bare in seconds. The friction between the rushing air mass and the unmoving ground generates scorching temperatures across the continents. Buildings snap under the extreme horizontal load. Modern engineering accounts for gravity, but not for horizontal supersonic forces. The air becomes a global abrasive, physically erasing the features of the surface. While the supersonic wind violently scours the land, the massive volume of the global oceans responds to the sudden halt. Immense inertia forces the ocean volume to shift laterally across the tectonic plates, racing away from the equator as the planet stays still. This displacement creates surges that dwarf standard coastal elevations, visible here as water columns miles high. Monolithic walls of water surge forward as solid masses, grinding over the terrain with millions of tons of force. Coastal hubs and inland cities disappear within minutes under the combined assault of supersonic wind and water. Inertia has turned the planet's water into a blunt force, scouring the continents clean of human architecture. Pulling back to a macroscopic view, between 36 and 55 seconds, the total biological impact becomes clear. The kinetic energy released by a 1,000-mile-per-hour stop exceeds the survival limits of organic tissue. This gap between the energy outputs and the biological survival threshold shows why life cannot persist through the halt. At the 1-minute mark, a heavy silence settles over a reshaped planet. This total erasure of human civilization represents only the first hour. It is a reminder of how much we rely on the simple, constant spin of our world.